Good morning, myself Shobana, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE from RFM College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, I am going to explain looping statement which comes under problem solving in Python programming course. What is meant by looping or iteration? So looping is also called iteration. So loop means a block of statement executing repeatedly until a specific condition is satisfied. If you want to execute a particular statement again and again, we can make use of looping concept. So looping is very important in writing the programming. In all program, not only in Python, in all programming language. This important concept for the programmers to write looping. If you want to execute the instruction again and again, we can use looping. So it avoid repetition. Writing same set of instruction again and again will be controlled by using of looping concept. So this looping will be executing again and again until a condition satisfied. When the condition becomes false, the loop will get exited. The iteration statement is also called looping statement. In Python, we are going to see two types of looping, while loop and for loop. So in Python there is two types of loops, while loop, for loop. So one by one we can study. The first one is while loop. While loop is used to repeat the instructions based upon the Boolean condition, that is true or false. Until the condition becomes true, the statement will be executed repeatedly. When the condition becomes false, the loop get stopped. If you are using while loop, you have to use the keyword while, then condition. So body of the loop consists of statement, single statement or set of statement. When the condition becomes true, the control go inside the loop and execute the statements repeatedly until the condition satisfied. When the condition becomes false, it get out of the loop. So this is the flow chart for while loop. So we'll be checking the condition, and when the condition becomes false, terminate the. Here is an example. So this example shows to generate natural numbers using while loop. So if you want to display the natural numbers, for example 1 to 10 means 10 times we have to write the same set of instructions for displaying the numbers. So in order to overcome this problem, repetition, we can write the coding once and put it inside the loop. So in this example, we are writing this coding using while loop. So first you get the limit, that means maximum range, how many natural numbers you have to display. So n denotes the limit the natural numbers have to be displayed, the maximum limit. So I is the variable which check the conditions, the limit. So initially we have assigned the value of I is 1. So here is the condition while we are using keyword while we are checking the condition while I is less than or equal to n. That n here, for example, if you are assigning, see this output we are assigning 5, that means it will check the condition up to 5. When the n values become 6, the condition get false. So here the I value is 1, we are checking the first I is less than or equal to 5. That is 1 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, the condition is true. So what happens if the condition is true? It get inside the loop. So inside the loop, you have the print statement, print I, that is I value now is 1. So it will print as 1. So in output you get 1. So after that if you say I is incremented with value 1. That means 1 plus 1. Now I values become 2. Again it will be checking the condition whether 2 is less than or equal to 5. So again the condition is true to get inside the loop and display the values 2. Again the I value becomes increment with 1. So now I value become 3. Again checking the condition 3 is less than or equal to n. Yes, the condition is true. It get inside the loop and print the value of I is 3 and I value then increment with 1 and I value is not 4. Again checking the condition whether 4 is equal to 5. Yes, so it will print the I value as 4, then I value increment with 1 and now I value is 5. Again it will be checking the condition 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, we are given the equal to sign here. So 5 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, the condition is true. Now it will print the I value as 5. Again the I value get increment with 1. Now I value is 6. So now it will be coming and checking the condition 6 is less than or equal to 5. So here the condition is false. When the condition is false, it exits from the loop. So this is the working of loop. Same set of instruction executed again and again until a condition satisfied. So repetition will be avoided. So this is using while loop. So next we are going to study the second type of loop in Python, that is for loop. So for loop is more convenient while compared with the while loop. So for loop you will be using the keyword for, then element, iterable. So you can display the elements from list, elements in the tuples, dictionaries, set using for loop. So inside the for loop we have so many statements. So this is the syntax of for loop. We'll be using for keyword, elements, iterable and statements inside the body of the loop. So here is an example. We have created list with the name numbers and we have assigned values inside the list. So using for loop, you want to display the values inside the list. So if you are not using loop means what happened? So inside the list there is 6 elements. So 6 times you have to repeat the coding to display the elements. So if you use for loop, looping concept, you can just write one print of I once time the statement and you can put it inside the loop and set the condition. So until the condition satisfied, the statement will be executed. So one time you can write the coding and you can repeat it until condition gets satisfied. So here we are using for loop and I element in the list. We are given the name of the list. The name of the list is numbers. So given the numbers here. So what happened? The I value first displayed 765 from the list, then 23, 56, 89, 14, 78. So it will display all the elements from the list. Okay. So this is the way you can display the elements from the list, tuples, dictionary using for loop. So next, using for loop with the range function. If you want to display the sequence of numbers, whole numbers, natural numbers, even numbers, so you can use range function. So range function use the function name range with the start value. So default is start value 0. If you are not assigning starting value, defaultly it will take the starting value 0, then ending value and increment steps. So in this example, we have displayed the numbers, first four first four numbers. So you can see for loop I in range. We use the range function to display the sequence of numbers. So starting value is 0 and ending value n. We have given the variable n. So in n we are getting the limit, the maximum range of number to display. So in the output, you see the output window we have given then the number is 4. So n value we have assigned 4, starting value we assigned 0. So it will start display the values from 0 to 3. Always in for loop, if you are using range function, always the end value get minus 1, decrement with 1. If you are giving 4, it will display up to 3 values. Okay. So next example, we have given we are again use the range function, and we are displaying the characters in a string. So initially you're getting a string, the variable name. So using for loop, we are reading one by one character from the string. So initially the starting value is given 0 and the ending value you give length of name. That means length means all the elements in the string. That is maximum characters in a string. So it start with the 0, index number 0th character till the ending character. So here in this example we have taken the string Sainik. So first I value display yes, then A, I, N, I, K. Like this up to length of the string. The end of the string the characters will be displayed. So that's all about today's section. So in this section, in this video, we studied about looping concept and types of loops. So looping is same set of instruction executing again and again until a specific condition satisfied. So in order to avoid repetition, we are using looping concept. Two types of loops we are using in Python: for loop and while loop. So we also see about the syntax and examples of these two loops. Thank you.